So you've hired me to be successful and to actually help you create change in your business. So you're here for one of two reasons. You probably want systems that you need to help you be more successful. You want more financial freedom. You want more time. You want to get to that next level in your business, and you haven't been able to quite do it on your own yet. And so you're looking to somebody who's probably doing things that you're not really doing right now in your business. So you want to improve. And so I'm really glad that you're here. And one of the ways that we're going to get you to actually get to the point where you want to be is by making micro commitments. Now, during this program, you're going to be making goals. We're going to teach you how to do yearly goals and then put those into quarterly goals and then weekly goals, monthly goals, and then weekly goals. And so a way to be able to get to this big old goal that seems so daunting and so hard and so difficult is by creating micro commitments or micro goals. So I'm going to get into the training right now and show you why doing micro goals is so important in your business. So you're going to be doing one personal family type of goal, anything personal. Maybe you want, one of your goals is to spend more quality time with your family. Maybe your personal goal is to, you want to gain some muscle, you want to lose some weight, or you want to eat healthier, you want to stop doing that one thing that you know that really isn't serving you well. And we all have that one thing, right? And when I talk about this one thing, I want you to think about it like this. When you think about something that you're doing in your life and you know it's not really serving you the best way and that you probably shouldn't be doing it, but you just can't, you don't want to stop because it's like you like doing this thing and you feel good about doing it. It's your way of venting, but you know deep down that this thing, we all have one, isn't really, it's affecting your business. It might be affecting your marriage. It's affecting your health. It's affecting your productivity. It just isn't serving you well. But the idea of stopping this one big thing all at once, it doesn't seem fun, right? It seems like hard. And so you make excuses as to why you don't want to do it. Or you say, oh, it's not that big of a deal anyway. So you keep on doing that thing. What if we started doing little small micro commitments, even just taking that thing that we're doing every day and maybe just committing to not doing it one day every single week. And then eventually it turns into 2 days, or maybe it turns into 1 day and 1 day and a half, right? Or maybe it's just not doing it for one night or a certain amount of time. That's much more attainable. And you start to see success and you feel good about it than saying, I'm never ever going to do this thing again. So that's where micro commitments come along. So I want you to think about one family goal, one personal goal that you want to start doing that you know is imperative to you having a better quality of life, a better marriage, feeling better about yourself, a better business, more productivity, more time. And then we're going to think about 2 business goals that we are going to change. And they're micro commitments. They're little things that we're going to be doing every single week. And the goal is that you make that commitment to yourself each week, that small little activity that no matter what, you're going to get done and you're going to finish. So what you're doing is you're basically breaking a really large commitment or a really large goal into small increments, because if you do so, it's going to increase the likelihood of you actually getting that objective done, right? That's what a micro commitment is. You're saying, I have this big thing that I know that I need to do, and I'm going to break it into little pieces so that I'm able to finish it. Let's just utilize the program, for example, okay? The program is this big task. It's either, you signed up for however long you signed up for, and there's so many things for you to learn. And when you look at all the trainings, you can kind of feel a little overwhelmed at times. But if you make a commitment to open up one of the modules, and let's just say there's 10 modules or 15 modules in 15 trainings in one module. So you can say, okay, there's 15 trainings in there, and you kind of scroll so you can tell that each one is anywhere from 7 to 15 minutes. Then you can commit to yourself to at least doing 2 trainings a day, right? So don't feel like I got to complete this whole module this week, or I got to complete this whole module within a couple of days. No. Take the modules and break them down into daily increments. Do micro commitments every single day. Commit to doing maybe 2 modules, or maybe it's only 1 module for you, or maybe it's 3 modules. And then by the end of the week, you're going to look back and go, wow, I finished all of module 1. And you're going to feel success. And each and every single day that you do this, you start to feel success. And here's why utilizing micro commitments actually works. Because you have more wins. Success breeds success. Winning brings winning. Energy goes where focus flows. If you start seeing yourself succeeding, the universe, the law of attraction, is going to to bring you towards doing more of that. So we want you to have little mini wins along the way, because the more wins you can have, the more successes you can have, the more you focus on what's working, the more of it that you're going to do. So what I want you to do is on your daily sheet that you actually should all be doing every single day. And I'll tell you what, if you're having trouble with your daily sheet, this should be one of your first business commitments, to commit to doing your daily sheet at least 5 days a week, and just committing to it and sticking to it, because I promise you, everything that's on this sheet are all of the skills and strategies through all of the hundreds of books that I have read and mentors that I have hired and teachers and trainers that have taught me to do these skills that help you to become more successful, more productive, more happy, and more healthy in your life, and to do more business, right? So make sure you put that on your sheet. It's really, really important. And then let's talk about the best solution for success. Have you ever heard of the book, Eat That Frog from Brian Tracy? In fact, if you just go Google it right now, Eat That Frog from Brian Tracy, he talks to you about the best ways of being productive. And one of the things that he talks about is that when you get these little micro commitments done, that number one, you have more energy and you're less likely to continue to procrastinate, and you are more productive for the day. So eating that frog means that whatever it is that you don't want to do, like let's just say you know videos terrify you, which it does most people, which is very normal. Videos absolutely terrify you. So if videos terrify you, then you're going to want to do video number one, right? That's going to be the first thing that you're going to want to do every single day, because when you do that, you've eaten that frog, and that makes you have more energy through the day, and it takes that strain of you thinking about it in the back of your mind, because you know you have to do it, and you start off your day successful. Research shows that by just doing that you're going to get more done throughout the day, and you're going to be happier throughout the day. So we want to put the least thing that we want to do, that we know we have to do, the most important thing that we have to do, or the one that's the hardest for us, but that makes the most sense because we know we're going to get more done, in the very beginning, one of the first things that we do every day. So I want you to organize your daily success sheet, right? Where you talk about right here, you know, things you've got to do, and put the hardest one on there first. If you don't like doing videos, schedule out 30 minutes for you to do that video. If you've got to do, you know, 3 a week. So that means on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you could do one, or you could say, I'm going to do one video, you know, first thing in the morning, Monday morning, I'm going to do 3 videos all in a row, and get that done. And you have just been finished for the week, and you are going to be a lot more successful. So I want you to really, really take this serious, because it works so well, and it's going to give you more time and more energy. And one of the biggest complaints that I have from people is, I need more time in the day. So if you accompany this strategy along with the Pomodoro technique, you are going to be like one step ahead of everybody else. So this is something that we have to get in the habit of starting to do, and making it to where it's just a part of our life. So let's talk about, how do we prioritize what we should or shouldn't do? What Brian Tracy says to do is to label everything A, B, C, D, or E. So in other words, and we always tell you, remember, he suggests the exact same thing, that it's better for you to plan your day the night before. You'll sleep better, and you'll be more organized in the morning, and you'll save time. If you can't do it the night before, do it first thing in the morning. But I highly suggest that you do it at night. You're going to find yourself feeling so much more relief off your shoulders. You're going to sleep better. And again, you're going to get more done the next day, because you've already planned it out. You just look and you memorize, you just look and you remind yourself, and you get right into it. So he says to write down all of the different tasks that you have to do during the day, right? And then you're going to want to put a letter next to them, A, B, C, D, or E. Now, A's are things that you have to do to make progress, right? Like, for example, you know you've got a listing appointment today at 5 o'clock, or you know that you've got a client coming in today that is, you know, you're going to do their taxes, or whatever your profession is, or you know that you have an insurance quote that's due that a client is expecting, and if you don't get it to them, then there's going to be problems. Those are A tasks. So everything that absolutely must get done should be an A task. Now, I'm telling you, as being a part of this program, your videos and running your ads, those are A tasks. Now, they don't need to be A tasks every day, but remember, the goal is to at least do a minimum of 2. We suggest 3 videos per week. Short videos just to get your message out there so people are reminded of what you do. Give value, give information, serve, don't sell. And so those are considered A tasks. You absolutely want to make sure that you are doing those. So A tasks are things that you must do to make progress. So you're going to list everything that's an A task. Then B tasks are things that you should do, but if you don't do them, it's not really going to cause major problems, right? Like you probably should maybe answer a few emails, or you should open up your mail, or maybe you should, check in with somebody or give them an update. But if you don't do it today, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to have a major consequence. So those would be labeled Bs. Now, you never want to start going to the next letter until the one before it is done. So in other words, you'd never want to do a B task until your A tasks were done. Remember, you want to eat the frog. Save the tadpoles for later. Eat the frog first, tadpoles later. Don't eat a tadpole until all the frogs have been eaten. That's his whole analogy, and it actually is so smart. A C task would be one that'd be nice to do, but it's not going to have any consequence whatsoever if you don't do it. For example, having lunch with a friend, or scanning the internet, or looking on Facebook, or calling back your girlfriend or boyfriend to gossip, whatever it might do. Those are C tasks. And do you know that research shows that most people spend more than 50% of their time on C tasks that are absolutely not productive at all, and have no help in their advancement of their career or their life? Now, D tasks are tasks that you can delegate to somebody else so that you can spend more time on A tasks. Your goal is to do as much in the A zone as possible and to get as much of those done as possible. And then lastly, E is if you can eliminate it altogether. Maybe there was something that you think is really, really important, but really, if you think about it, does it really have to be done? And just by crossing some of those things off and getting them off of your chest, you're going to notice, again, you're going to feel more lightweight, you're going to have less pressure, you're going to have more energy, and you're going to get more of the A things done. So don't be a chronic list builder. A lot of people are chronic list builders. That's not the idea. So list everything. Just like we said, A1, A2, A3. So if you've got multiple A's, the idea is to list them as in the order of importance. Is this one more important than this one? You want to list them in order of importance, so that way you're getting the most important A tasks done and then working your way down the list. Now, here's the deal. If you can do this, you are going to get so much more done than you can imagine. And if you accompany this with the Pomodoro technique, it's going to absolutely change your life. I guarantee you it's going to change your life. You are going to have so much more time. You're going to become so much more efficient. And I'm never going to hear, Krista, I'm too busy for the program. No, if you start doing this, it's going to absolutely have you be more productive than before you even started the program. And you're going to get more done while even doing the program, if that makes sense. But what does this take? It takes discipline, it takes dedication, and it takes creating a habit. When people say to me, Krista, I'm so overwhelmed, the first thing I ask them is, did you fill out your daily sheet, and did you eat that frog first? Did you label and do the worst thing that you didn't want to do first so you can get it done? Because remember, the more you can get more of those things done and get them off your list, success breeds success. Energy goes where focus flows. And the goal for you is to have you to be more successful, to be as successful as possible. And that's the whole entire goal beyond, and that's what we have, why we are doing exactly what we're doing. So I hope this makes sense. And I can't wait to see you actually incorporate this into your business. And I'll see you next time.